Hello, my dear young children. I'm so delighted to welcome every one of you for today's learning session. And in this video, I would like to continue the discussion of grammar skills from your textbook side. So, dear children, yesterday we discussed page number 51, 52. Now, let's come to page number 52. Let's continue the discussion. Dear children, the author, during her trip to Mysore, wrote a lovely poem. Read the poem and pay attention to the words that are underlined. A playful bulbul flew above my head, a crimson flash below her beak. I saw her fly over the meadows, swoosh under the branches of the trees. Naughty and jolly she glided and raced with the bees. Okay, right? Once again. A playful bulbul flew above my head. So the underlined word is above. So this is underlined. A crimson flash below her beak. Below. Okay. I saw her fly over the meadows. Over. Swoosh under the branches of the trees. Under. So the underlined words. Naughty and jolly she glided and raced with the bees. What does the underlined word in each sentence indicate? Discuss now. So, dear children, above, below, over, under. So, after studying or after watching or seeing these words, what we came to know that these are prepositions. These are what? Prepositions. So, what is meant by preposition? So, prepositions. Preposition. Pre means before, position means to place. So, words that are used before noun or a pronoun to show relation, to show its connection with one word with another word in a sentence is called a preposition. So, when you pronounce clearly, it's a preposition. Okay? Right now, let us discuss in detail on how these are used in our spoken as well as written language. The words above, below, over, under indicate different points from where the bulbul flies from the above poem. Okay, now let us just leave it aside the meaning and the beauty of that poem. Now let's come to the discussion of prepositions. These are prepositions of places. So these are particularly indicating the place that indicate or denote the relationship between an action and the place where the action takes place. So it shows relation between the action as well as the place where the action takes place. For example, observe the following pictures. So dear children, this page is very, very important. And the description given here is more clear. We don't get any kind of doubts and we don't even put our mind in dilemma or confusion or something, So such a detailed and very clear description is given. We can easily understand the usage of these prepositions very, very clearly. So dear children, do follow the description as well as the pictures given here so that we can understand so greatly. The fan is above the boy's head. See here, the fan is above the boy's head. The horse jumped over the fence. So here, let us see the difference between over as well as above. Let us discuss now these two. How these two are related to each other, or what is the difference in their usage, between their usage. Where do we use above? Where do we use over? Where do we use below? Where do we use under? So what is the connection between two? What is the connection between two? Or any difference? Let us find out now. Above and over indicate the position and movement of one object is higher than the other object. So the two objects are above some position, and also movement. Movement means, okay, moving. Observe the distance between the fan and the boy. If you take an observation between the boy's head as well as the fan, there is much gap. For example, now I am standing here, okay, so there is a ceiling on the top, so there is much distance between my head as well as the ceiling. Okay, do you see a difference? Yes. If you find the difference, okay, you circle yes. Now above indicates that two objects are away from each other. Where there is much distance between two objects, between my head and ceiling, much distance is there. So where there is much distance and far away from each other, then we have to use above. For example, now sun is there above my head, it's far away from ceiling, so okay, above my head, fan above my head. Okay, so here whereas over indicates the two objects are comparatively nearer to each other. See now here, second picture. If you study the second picture very carefully, the horse was trying to jump over the fence. The distance between the fence as well as the horse, no, the distance was very, okay, very short, very less. So where the distance is very closer, nearer, very short, over is used. Whereas where there is distance is much, okay, and far away from each other, then above is used. Such a clear indication, okay, about the between, above as well as over. Dear children, let's find some more examples. The man wore a jacket over his shirt. See now, over his shirt. So the distance is very short, or sometimes maybe touching. Whereas the child was amazed by the bright light that hung above his head. So if you study the picture, for example, now if you go to hotels, or if you even, some main halls, living room, okay, we have some, we can fix some lights. So they are glowing, they are emitting some dark lights, some blue lights, some yellow lights above our head, because the distance is much. So when we sit on the chair, okay, around the table, okay, when lights are glowing, that light falls on our head. So the distance is much. So the lights are fixed above our heads. Likewise, the plane flew over the city of Mysore. So here, when a flight takes, okay, its movement, okay, the gap is like this. The distance is very less, very short. So over is used. Whereas the blue sky above the picturesque. So when you stand outside the ground, when you stand outside in the open ground, if you look at the sky is far away from us. So there is a sky above our head. So now in this picture, a detailed, very, very detailed description given about the uses of above as well as over. So over, where distance is less, short, okay, nearer or closer. Distance is closer. We are talking about distance here. Distance. Okay? Right. Above. So far away. Far away. Far away. Okay? Far away. And distance is much. It's great distance. Okay, now let's go for next one. So in this page, page number 54, in this page, we are going to learn about under as well as below. These two, now let's find the difference between in their usage. Observe the dog. Sorry, the dog is under the carpet. The dog is under the carpet. The flower vase is below the painting. See now here, dog actually is sleeping on the ground and carpet is covered on that. Now once again you go for the distance. So it is actually attached to the dog. The distance is very short and it's touching each other. So here under is used. Where there is much gap, much distance, so below is used. For example, we are all standing below the sky. Okay, below the sky. Likewise, a cat is sleeping below the table. Below. See here, because now the distance is much. Observe that the dog in the figure 9 is covered by the carpet. The flower vase in figure 10 doesn't cover the painting. So where there is a covering, completely surrendered or covered or completely wrapped, that is what you call is under. So under and below indicate the position and the movement of an object lower than the other object. Under indicates one object is lower than the other and is covered by it. Okay. So for example, I placed the book under the file. So file, for example, this is a book and imagine this is a file. Now I placed the book under the file. Now the distance, so there is no distance. So this book is completely covered with this book. Okay. Then we use under. Raman's shirt has a stain just below the pocket. Now just imagine it is a shirt and there is a stain here, something white stain. Now the stain mark, something mark, red mark or something, blood stain or something, below the pocket. It means there is some distance and it is not covered anymore. Then we are using below. We're talking about position and also about covering. So let's go for some more examples here. So dear children, here are more examples. The basement is under the house. For example, just imagine this is a house, no? This is house. This is basement. Is seen that? So can we see the basement of the house? No, because that has been covered with the walls and pillars and everything. That has been completely covered. So which is completely covered, then we are using under. So here the basement is under the house. So that has been completely covered, not seen. The thieves found the money under the mattress. Sometimes we have, we can keep, or otherwise we have the habit of keeping money under the mattress, bed. Carpet or something, bed. Mattress. Under, because now that is completely covered, not seen. Whereas my sister has a mole below her left eye. Now, this is left eye, and if there is any mark, black mark on the face, it's a mole, okay, below the left eye, because now distance is there, much distance is there, and also it is not covered. It is seen. The cat slept comfortably below the table. See here, below the table, because here the distance is much and also it is not covered. So dear children, understand about the usage of under as well as below, where there is a distance and not covered, and where there is no distance and completely covered. Okay, right. Now let's go for examples, exercises in your workbook. Let's complete that exercise as fast as we can, because now time is getting up. Dear children, let's do it faster. And come to page number 25 in your companion book. 25. Page number 25. Okay, dear children, prepositions. Read the given sentences, rewrite them using above, over, below, under appropriately based on the given pictures. One has been given for you. The flock of birds is flying the top of the building. Now, buildings are there and birds are flying on the top of the building. Now, the distance is, okay, the distance is, what is the distance? Is there any great distance? No, the distance is very less. If there is a great distance much far away, then we can use above. But where there is a distance is less, okay, then we can use above. So here what do you write? Already given here. Okay, the flock of birds is flying over the buildings. If there is a great distance, above we are using. If there is a less distance, we are using over. Now, the balloon is flying high up in the sky. So, it's very high. It's very, very high. So, that what do we use? Write down please. The balloon is flying. The balloon is flying above the sky. Okay, next one. The rat is hiding inside the bucket. So now there is a, the rat is completely covered, it's not seen. So that under, the rat is hiding under the bucket. Okay. Now next one. The light is attached to the ceiling. The light is attached to the ceiling. So here what do we write? Light is attached to the ceiling. Light is attached to the ceiling. So that here the light is attached. The light is attached below the ceiling. Below the ceiling. Because it is not covered. It is not covered and hung down. Next one. The dog is sleeping near the table. The dog is sleeping near the table. So here the dog is sleeping. The dog is sleeping. Okay. So when it is sleeping below the table, near the table, is it seen or unseen? that is actually a question mark. If it is seen below the table, if it is not seen completely, then under the table. So if it is seen, if it is seen below the table, not seen under the table. That depends on a point of seen or unseen. Next one, the bird is flying on the top of the dog's head. So top, so much distance is there. I mean much in the sense the distance is very less. The distance is very less. So that here the bird is flying, the bird is flying over, the bird is flying over the dog's head. The dog's head. So dear children, if you okay have a very clear idea about the rules, okay, you can understand very easily, and also you can go for the right application of the okay prepositions above, over, under, below. Okay, now let me continue okay the further activities in the next class. So thank you all very much, my dear children, and hope every one of you understand clearly, and goodbye, see you later. Thank you.